Okay, we're going to take a look at arranging live. I'll be showing you step by step how I arrange a tune. We'll be using the tune Amazing Grace. What I got is the lead sheet, quite simple, Amazing Grace in F major. This is always a good place to start when you are arranging a tune. You want the chords and you want the melody. Step number one, you first want to input your notes into your sequencer. Let's start entering the melody. Okay, so once you've entered your notes into your program or you've written it down on paper, now you have a good structure to work on. In arrangement, the melody is the most important thing. This is what the audience, your listener, your performer is always listening. Once you've got the melody down, the next thing you want to do is start playing through the chords. Let's look at our lead sheet again. What do we have in our lead sheet? We have F, we have C7, D minor, B flat. A good tip when starting to arrange is to first do the bass line. But this is the bass line that you will be using as a guide. What I like to do is just to play the melody and get in a feel of what bass line will work. Okay, so now I have a bass line descending with the melody. Next thing you want to do, once you've got a bass line, is to start adding the chord. Now, how do you know which chord? The bass line will guide you. Over here, I have the F, as you can see. What goes with F? Will be F major. Let's try a few examples. Melody and bass. There's my chord. So notice the melody is here, the bass note is there, so I only have this room to play with. I need to fit in the accompaniment parts inside this space. This space over here is where I'm going to have a little pattern that goes throughout the piece. Let's add that middle part. There I've got my melody, I've got my bass line, and I've got my accompaniment figure. Now we can go back to this left hand, bass notes, and now we can do a little bit more with this. I can start expanding this left hand. You'll notice here's all this space over here. We can actually do something with that. Let's try to fill the melody and the bass notes with a full accompaniment in the middle. So I already have this. Remember, my chord is F. So now I can really flesh out this chord. So how am I creating this accompaniment? I'm using my chord F, A, C to guide me. There's the A, there's the C, there's the F, and I'm just doubling the C. Again, remember, melody there, bass note there, and I got a chord here in the middle. Alright, so there you have a simple idea, but already it's starting to shape into something that's actually looking like piano music. A lot of times I find that a lot of arrangements for piano does not look like piano music. It actually looks like choir music or two bassoon parts put together or string quartet music. You really want to familiarize yourself with what does piano music actually look like. It has a melody, it has an accompaniment figure, it has some sort of bass notes, some sort of arpeggio, broken chord figure in the left hand. And then you want to start adding phrasing. You could actually stretch it all the way to there. I think that will work. All right, let's take a look at that. Let's just zoom out a bit there. So as you can see, it already starts to look like something. Okay, it actually looks more professional, more well laid out. Slurs, voice parts in the correct registers, stems going up, all adds to that professional touch, making the music look a lot more pleasant to play. And then the next step is to add dynamics. Let's add a mezzo piano. Let's add a tempo indication. 1, 2, 3. 80 would be about andante. This is what we started, just with a melody, some chords to guide us, and now this is what we have. We actually have a fully fledged arrangement. So these are just 4 bars that I'm arranging, just to give you an idea of how I go about arranging music. In a nutshell, how do you arrange for piano? Always start with a melody, add the bass line, add an accompaniment, and combine it together. I hope that helps you to get started with arranging music for piano. I will see you next time here on Christian Piano Arrangements.